Let's watch this video I wanted to watch. This is just a fucking interesting video. Maybe we'll fucking learn a damn thing. Maybe it'll just be fun, or we can make fun of it. I don't care. This guy went to India to start a burrito business, and it got it got 5 million views in 10 days, so I wanted to fucking watch it. I left the US for India and built a $23 million burrito business.
Coming to India to do business is a big learning curve.
White guy goes to India to open a burrito business? Locals shocked when he speaks fluent Hindi?
First, India is a learning curve, then business in India is a further learning curve. For me, it was all about letting India be India. If you find monotony dull, if you find comfort boring, then India is a perfect place to be. Nothing is predictable, every day is different. I took it as par for the course that I would just have to adjust to this in order to be successful here.
Okay. He's got that, you know I had to do it to him fit on. He's got that, he just looks like the grown-up version of that guy.
My name is Bert Mueller. I'm 35 years old. I live in Bengaluru, India, and I moved here in December 2011.
It's California burrito?
So when I looked at starting a Mexican...
Nobody can make an authentic California burrito like this guy. Like a 35-year-old white boy, dude. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A fucking man. Maybe he's half Latino, like me.
Inspired restaurant in India, there was just Taco Bell. Even now, 13 years in the future, very few people have started Mexican restaurants.
So funny to be like, all I saw was Taco Bell, which is like obviously not real Mexican food. That's why I knew I had to step up. That's why I knew I had to step up. I knew that India needed to taste the real, authentic.
Today with California Burrito, we have 103 stores. This journey from 1 to 103 stores has taken us almost 12 plus years. When we started our first store, in our first financial year, we did about $500,000. Last year...
I'm moving to Australia to open a Chinese food empire. Okay, be fucking ready. All right, okay? Be fucking ready. ATRIOC's orange chicken is going to go dumb hard. Actually, Australia has a ton of Chinese food. I need to move to... Where do I got to move to? I'm going to move to Poland. Yeah, I'm going to launch Greek food in fucking Shenzhen. And I'm the guy.
We did $23 million. It's at about 85 rupees to the dollar. Starting out in India was very challenging, but I never doubted that I had made a right decision. And I think India's stretched me as a person, and it's
so
really
much
a wonderful
B-roll
place
him walking
to be.
around
I'm
with a
very happy
briefcase.
living here. The apartment I stay in has 3 bedrooms. It's a duplex, and it costs me about $1,200 a month. And a lot of these furnitures also were my grandparents, so it's passed through the family and now really feels like my old house in the US here in India.
Your family likely comes from wealth and owns the grand piano? That's a fucking shocker. I never expected this.
This is where I take my coffee in the morning and look out over the small garden I have. This is my small garden, my patio. I have a large avocado tree right over here. Now, it's not usually raining in Bangalore right now. This is very unseasonal. I grew up in Silver Spring, Maryland, right outside Washington, D.C., a very traditional suburban, middle-class American childhood, I would say. I went to the College of William & Mary in Virginia. I had a double major in music and public policy.
Sheesh.
I had the opportunity to study abroad, and I saw most people were going to Spain or Italy, and I'm a bit of a contrarian, and I wanted to go somewhere that was radically different than the US.
8348.
So I decided that India was the place to be.
Okay.
Gosh, my first trip to India was...
It's so funny because he's not. I just realized he's not even from California. It's called California Burrito. He's not even from California. Bro literally just picked a part of the U.S. that he could brand. That's fucking crazy. It's just, I mean, it's a good name. You know, at the end of the day, I mean, whatever. Don't knock the hustle, I guess. But it's crazy. It cannot be a good burrito, bro. I can't imagine.
Crazy in a sense. And it was so...
It's like the guy that made Outback Steakhouse, you know? That my understanding is that nobody who owns or created that restaurant has anything to do with Australia at all. They just made it up. They made up the whole fucking thing and they made a bunch of money. And that is how I get my Australian history before I work on my presentations. I go to Outback Steakhouse and I ask the servers.
Different than what I had grown up with. I came out here with about 20 people on the study abroad program. Some people got sick. Some people, you know, didn't like the food. It didn't treat their system well. I was certainly someone who blossomed and was very comfortable navigating India, whereas most other people in the program weren't. As an individual, I've always been somebody who's extremely frugal. What do I spend? In terms of groceries, I spend anywhere between $150 to $200 a month. Once I came to India and then I went back, I never wanted to have Indian food in the US again because whatever I'd had in India was so good.
This is how everybody eating your burritos will feel when they have them anywhere else. Just being for real, dude. Just being for real. Is that...
everything else paled in comparison. On eating out, it's probably another $200 a month, maybe $400 if it's a very active month. The challenges of living here is it can be frustrating to get things done. Patience is kind of the right strategy usually.
Crazy.
You know, they say fortune favors the bold. I would say India favors the patient. The other thing is, you know, knock on wood, I had actually not had any health issues, but last year I got dengue in August, and then I got typhoid in January. So I'd gone for 13 years with no problems, and then last year I got
typhoid back to back.
You know, there are health issues that can arise that would not happen in the U.S., and these are not small issues. All the people in our program were living with families. One of my friends was of Mexican origin. One day I came over to her house and I saw she'd made this food for the family she was living with, and they were loving the food. As soon as I saw that, I thought, you know, that maybe this was something I could do. I could bring Mexican-inspired cuisine to India.
Damn, 2,000 people?
When we were raising money for our first store, we estimated we needed about $100,000 to do it. We raised $250,000, so that was from friends, family. Two of my childhood friends decided to join, and we opened in October 2012, our first store. The store did extremely well. All of a sudden, it was clear that we needed to grow our own ingredients. So in 2018, we ordered Hass avocado trees from California. We imported them and we planted them, about 500 of them. 6 months in, some elephants came through the avocado farm and trampled 60 of the trees. Past 13 years, we've worked hard to make the food taste like you would get it in California or taste like you get it in Mexico. If you use the tomatoes from India, they taste very different than the tomatoes you'd get in the US. And the onions taste very different, the beans taste different. So it takes a lot of time to develop the supply chain that leads to a food that, while is approachable for someone who's from India, is also different.
Let me be honest, this is actually making me real hungry for tacos, though. That is actual good ones, not really his. I want to go to a fucking...
differentiated from a flavor perspective. So when we break down that 23 million...
You think I can Uber Eats it from India? You think I can Uber Eats some California burrito from... fucking
$1 million revenue, our food costs are about 37% food and packing costs. Our labor costs would be about 12% and approximately 4% on marketing. Real estate would be about 9%. And then corporate overhead would be about 5%. And we have other operating expenses. So at the bottom line, you could say it's around 10%. Our plan is to reach 300 stores by 2030, at which point we would probably list the company and do an IPO in India. And we'll see what happens. For me, living in India feels like I'm a part of this incredible once-in-a-lifetime growth story. India is on a growth story that other countries have already gone through. And to be able to witness the transformation and change that people's lives are experiencing is really powerful. I think it's also just a wonderful place to be from a life experience perspective. And I couldn't be happier to be here.
The guy's so strange. What is the... He's like a Patrick Bateman-esque. The weird stare and the pause and the B-roll. Crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. Is California Burrito in other places? I'm reading some of the comments. California Burrito. Wait, there's a California Burrito in Buenos Aires? Exact same thing? Wait, different white guy started a different California Burrito in South America? No, it's a different company. I swear to God. Wait, dude, look at this. Look at this. I mean, it's literally different people who were on a university study abroad and then moved to Buenos Aires and opened a California Burrito. Like, this guy did the same thing, but he did it, what, 4 years later, but in India. Different guy. It's out of business now. That's crazy.